Alright, so if you're as hyped about new game releases as I am, you're in for a treat today, because I've got 15 amazing upcoming titles that absolutely every gamer should be keeping an eye on, so let's get started then. The Blood of Dawnwalker is an upcoming dark fantasy action role-playing game developed by Rebel Wolves and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Set in an alternative 14th century Europe, the game immerses players in a gothic world where vampires have emerged from the shadows to overthrow feudal lords, seizing power amidst the chaos of the Black Death. Players will assume the role of Cohen, a young man transformed into a Dawnwalker, existing between the realms of day and night. With 30 days and nights to either save his family or seek vengeance against his creator, Cohen's journey is influenced by a dynamic day-night cycle that affects his abilities and the game's narrative outcomes. This design encourages multiple playthroughs, as it's impossible to experience all story arcs in a single run. The game is being developed using Unreal Engine 5 and is slated for release on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. While an official release date has not been announced, a gameplay reveal is anticipated in the summer of 2025, suggesting a potential release in 2026.
They spread the plague just as well as adults.
And there's only one way to stamp out this sickness. No! Not just a runner, but a fighter, too. Had we met under a different moon, things might have
Lunka! My sister. She needs help, fast. Please, let us pass through. I beg of you. Please. Please. I don't know. How?
I am life. I am death. I am everything in between. I have been watching your little valley. Pestilence, famine, killing. Blood spilt carelessly, like water. Things will be different now. For all of you.
Ballad of Antara is an upcoming free-to-play dark fantasy action RPG developed by Tipsworks Studio and published by Infold Games. Set in a fantastical land devastated by the invasion of an ancient force, the game follows Dromos, a mysterious girl on a mission to reunite a world where the essences of the land have been twisted and lost. Players will encounter and ally with emissaries, powerful entities who harness the force of essences. These playable characters each bring unique classes, gameplay capabilities, and captivating backstories, offering diverse skill sets in both fluid action combat and world exploration. Players can dynamically switch among a squad of 3, enhancing strategic depth in battles and exploration. The game is scheduled for release in 2025 and will be available on multiple platforms, including PlayStation 5, PC, and mobile devices.
Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles! Rain fire from above!
This desolate land needs a sprinkle of madness.
Remember, no matter what happens, we did not betray this world.
Light of MOTIRAM is an upcoming free-to-play open-world survival crafting game developed by Polaris Quest, a subsidiary of Tencent Games, in collaboration with Aurora Studio. Set in a post-apocalyptic world dominated by colossal mechanized animals known as mechanimals, players are tasked with exploring diverse environments, building bases, advancing technology, taming mechanimals, and confronting formidable bosses. The game has drawn comparisons to Guerrilla Games' Horizon series due to its thematic and visual similarities, including a world inhabited by mechanical creatures and a focus on survival and exploration. While such resemblances have sparked discussions about potential legal actions, similar cases like that of Palworld and its dispute with Nintendo and the Pokémon Company indicate that outcomes of such actions are uncertain. It is slated for release in 2025 on PC, PS5, iOS, and Android.
Five times I erased you, yet still you won't silence up. How much more resurgence do you need, anyway?
ANANTA is an upcoming free-to-play role-playing game developed by NIGHTREIGN and published by NetEase. Initially introduced as Project Mugen at Gamescom 2023, the game was officially renamed to ANANTA in November 2024. Set in the expansive urban environment of Nova City, ANANTA offers players the role of an elite agent within the Anti-Chaos Directorate. The game combines vibrant anime-style visuals with dynamic gameplay elements, including combat, exploration, and interaction with a diverse cast of characters. Players can engage in various activities, from battling enemies to participating in mini-games and uncovering mysteries within the city. ANANTA is slated for release on multiple platforms including Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 5, Android, and iOS. This cross-platform availability aims to provide a broad range of players access to the game's immersive world. As of January 18, 2025, an official global release date for ANANTA has not been announced.
The thing that keeps us united. That one thing.
Get home early and game on.
Split Fiction is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Hazelight Studios, the creators of It Takes Two and A Way Out. Designed exclusively for cooperative play, Split Fiction requires two players to collaborate, either locally or online. The game introduces Mio and Zoe, two rival authors, one specializing in science fiction and the other in fantasy, who become trapped within a simulation of their own stories. To escape, they must work together, navigating diverse levels that blend sci-fi and fantasy elements. Players can expect a variety of unique gameplay mechanics, such as riding dragons, controlling spherical robots, and engaging in dance battles with monkeys. A notable feature is the Friends Pass, allowing one player who owns the game to invite a friend to join for free, supporting crossplay across all platforms. Scheduled for release on March 6, 2025, the game will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam.
They find out that their stories are about to get stolen.
No one escapes my simulation.
And in order to save them, they have to escape back to reality through the very worlds that they created.
Hands above your heads.
But the thing is, they're strangers, and Mio writes sci-fi, while Zoe writes fantasy. So you will, for every level in the game, jump between a sci-fi world and a fantasy world. We at Hazelight love variation, and you'll have a unique mechanic for every level. Let me give you some examples. In this level, you start out by finding dragon eggs that hatch.
Hey! Stop licking.
And then, they become a little bit bigger dragons with new abilities. But in the end, they grow up to be full-ass dragons. And now, you can fly around and kick ass. In another level, you play these ball droids that can magnetize and shift to different forms. And then, the droids become your exosuits. And you can now attack and hack different objects. Here's another one. You play as pigs, and they later become... Anyway, let's not talk about that level for now. And as always, with the Friends Pass, you only need to buy one copy of the game to play it with your friend online. That's what Hazelight is about. No loot boxes, no microtransactions, and no bullshit. You just get the game.
You have unpaid parking tickets. Time to die.
Excuse me? Run!
Architect Land of Exiles is an upcoming AAA-grade MMORPG developed by Aquatree and published by HiBIM. The game was unveiled at G-Star 2024, South Korea's largest game show, held from November 14th to 17th, 2024. The game offers a vast, seamless world for players to explore, featuring diverse terrains and environments. Players can traverse the landscape using mounts, swimming, climbing, and even flying, allowing for a rich exploration experience. Combat is designed with a non-targeting system, emphasizing manual control and action-oriented gameplay. Players can dodge enemy attacks and execute skills without auto-targeting, providing a dynamic combat experience. It is set to release on PC and mobile platforms, Android and iOS, with support for crossplay and cross-progression between devices. As of now, the official release date has not been announced. Blood of Mehran is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Permanent Way Entertainment and published by Blowfish Studios. Set in a world inspired by ancient Middle Eastern mythology, players assume the role of Mehran, a legendary warrior on a quest for vengeance after a tyrant king devastates his peaceful life. In this game, player will engage in brutal hack-and-slash battles using a diverse arsenal of weapons, such as swords, shields, and bows. Players can choose between direct confrontations or stealth tactics, customizing their playstyle through a deep skill tree with branching paths and unique abilities. While an official release date has not been announced, industry speculation suggests that Blood of Mehran is expected to launch in mid-2025, potentially between April and August. The game is confirmed for release on PC, PS5, and Xbox X and S.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't worry, Your Highness. We'll be better acquainted soon.
No! No!
Elden Ring NIGHTREIGN is an upcoming standalone cooperative action role-playing game developed by From Software and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Set within the Elden Ring universe, it introduces a fresh gaming experience focusing on multiplayer cooperation and survival elements. Players can team up in groups of 3 to face the encroaching night and its associated dangers. The game features a roster of uniquely skilled heroes, each with distinct abilities. While powerful individually, their skills become even more formidable when combined as a team. Players must overcome a relentless environmental threat that sweeps through a land changing with each game session, culminating in a significant boss battle at the end of the night. The game is slated for release in 2025 and will be available on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam.
Thrown together by forces beyond our control. Tragedy must be averted. And for that, I need your help. life of the Night Lord.
Eriksholm: The Stolen Dream is an upcoming narrative-focused stealth strategy game developed by River End Games and published by Nordcurrent Labs. Set in the fictional city of Eriksholm, inspired by early 1900s Nordic aesthetics, the game follows Hannah, a young orphan on a quest to find her brother, Herman, whose mysterious disappearance sets off a series of events that will alter their lives and the fate of the entire city. Players will embark on Hannah's journey through Eriksholm to uncover the mystery behind her brother's disappearance. The game offers a gripping story where every second counts as Hannah strives to reunite her family. Players can switch between 3 unique characters, each possessing distinct abilities to access new areas, overcome various challenges and puzzles, and outsmart enemies. It is slated for release in 2025 and will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam and the Epic Games Store.
It's only a matter of time. You've set things in motion you don't understand, Hannah.
Exodus is an upcoming science fiction action-adventure role-playing game, RPG, developed by Archetype Entertainment, a studio established by former BioWare developers and led by James Olin. The narrative of Exodus centers on humanity's exodus from a dying Earth to a new home in a hostile galaxy. Players assume the role of the Traveler, humanity's last hope, tasked with stealing alien weapons and technology from the powerful Celestials, humanity's greatest enemy. A unique gameplay element involves time dilation. During interstellar missions, days for the player equate to decades back home, leading to significant consequences upon return. The game is set to be released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Windows PC. As of now, Exodus does not have a confirmed release date. Speculations suggest a potential release window between late 2025 and mid-2026.
I see a lot of potential in this new partnership.
Let me light the way for you.
Target acquired.
Many thanks again for your help.
You should have been honest. This place is forbidden. The price is death.
That's what it means to be a traveler.
FragPunk is an upcoming free-to-play, fast-paced 5v5 hero shooter that introduces a unique twist to traditional gameplay through its shard card system. These cards allow players to modify the rules of each round, creating dynamic and unpredictable combat scenarios. The game features immersive maps with rich designs and vibrant visuals, including collages, graffiti, and a blend of realistic and stylized textures. Bold colors, sharp shapes, and dynamic lines provide diverse visual experiences during combat. Player will choose from 10 heroes, each with distinct abilities, and customize your loadout from 15 available weapons, some featuring special attributes like increased fire rate or burst modes. This variety encourages players to develop their personal combat style. It is scheduled to be released in March 6, 2025 for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. Ghost of Yōtei is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Sucker Punch Productions and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. Serving as a standalone sequel to the 2020 title Ghost of Tsushima, the game is set to release exclusively for PlayStation 5 in 2025. Ghost of Yōtei is set in 1603, more than 300 years after the events of Ghost of Tsushima. The narrative follows Atsu, a female warrior who adopts the persona of the Ghost during the early Edo period. The game is set in the lands surrounding Mount Yōtei in Hokkaido, Japan, featuring expansive grasslands, snowy tundras, and diverse environments. The game aims to build upon the visual foundation established in Ghost of Tsushima, offering enhanced graphics and immersive environments. Players can expect expansive sightlines, dynamic skies featuring auroras and twinkling stars, and realistic environmental interactions such as wind affecting grass and vegetation. New mechanics, gameplay improvements, and weapons are also anticipated. Hell Is Us is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Rogue Factor and published by Nacon. Set in the early 1990s, the game follows Raimi, a United Nations peacekeeper who ventures into the war-torn country of Hadea to find his parents. Upon arrival, he discovers that the region is infested with supernatural beings known as Hollow Walkers, following a mysterious event called the Calamity. The game features a semi-open world environment where players gather clues to locate Raimi's parents. It intentionally omits common features like waypoints, quest logs, and map markers, encouraging players to rely on environmental storytelling and interactions with non-playable characters to navigate and uncover objectives. Hell Is Us is scheduled for release in 2025 on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. Judas is an upcoming first-person shooter developed by Ghost Story Games, led by Ken Levine, renowned for his work on the BioShock series. Set aboard the Mayflower, a Generation ship journeying through space to Proxima Centauri, Judas explores a society governed by three central figures. These protagonists, also named Judas, has broken free from the societal constraints, leading to a revolution aboard the Mayflower. Judas is designed as a narrative-driven first-person shooter, emphasizing player agency and replayability. Ken Levine has highlighted the game's responsiveness to player decisions, aiming to create a more interactive experience compared to his previous works. The game is scheduled for release by March 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
People say I have this coming. And you know what? They're right.
Nivalis is an upcoming cyberpunk slice-of-life simulation game developed by Ion Lands and published by 505 Games. Set in the vibrant, neon-lit city of Nivalis, the game offers players the opportunity to manage businesses, interact with diverse characters, and explore a richly detailed environment. Player will start with a modest establishment, such as a noodle stand or nightclub, and expand your empire within the city's bustling nightlife. You can navigate the city using your own boat, engage in fishing, and uncover various locations, including train travel and other never-before-seen areas. You can meet and build relationships with a variety of characters, each with their own stories and backgrounds. Originally slated for a 2024 release, Nivalis has been postponed to spring 2025. Upon its release, the game will be available exclusively for PC via Steam and the Epic Games Store.
Soak up the atmosphere. And don't worry too much about the serial killer on the loose. I'm sure we'll never meet him. I can even help you run your new business venture. A noodle stand. With a little work, there's no limits to how high you'll climb. Just don't look down. As your digital companion, I can help you navigate the complex relationships with my personality matrix. Business partners, friends, rivals, enemies, maybe even lovers. It's all about saying the right thing at the right time. Your choices matter, so choose carefully. There's a city you see when you close your eyes. It's called Nivalis. Consider this your invitation.
Of Ash and Steel is an upcoming third-person open-world action role-playing game developed by Fire and Frost Studios and published by Tiny Build. Set in the medieval fantasy realm of the Kingdom of the Seven, the game emphasizes exploration, dynamic combat, and deep character progression. Players can master various combat stances and active skills, tailoring their fighting style to their preferences, whether as an agile swordsman or a heavily armored knight. The game encourages exploration without quest markers, allowing players to uncover hidden treasures, side quests, and bosses through curiosity and discovery. The game is slated for release in 2025 on Microsoft Windows via Steam. Project TH is an upcoming third-person action-adventure shooter developed by EVR Studio, set in a near-future unified nation of Korea. The game follows three main characters, Ji Jeong-tae, a former North Korean soldier, Gavi, a rising K-pop star, and a mysterious terrorist known as ID Ghost. The narrative delves into their intertwined stories amidst a backdrop of political intrigue and action. Developed using Unreal Engine 5, Project TH aims to deliver photorealistic graphics and immersive gameplay. The development team has utilized advanced features like nanite and lumen to create detailed environments and realistic lighting effects. A notable ambition of the developers is to recreate Seoul in 3D with high fidelity, enhancing the game's authenticity. As of January 2025, the official release date for Project TH has not been announced. The game is listed for release on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC platforms. Project Robot is an upcoming game developed by Gen Design, the studio led by renowned creator Fumito Ueda, known for titles like Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, and The Last Guardian. The game was announced during the Game Awards 2024, featuring a teaser that showcases a human scaling a giant robot amidst an impending apocalyptic event. As disaster strikes, the pilot enters the robot's head, which then detaches and escapes, leaving the body behind. While the teaser has generated significant interest, specific details about the game's release date and platforms are currently unavailable. The development is being handled by Ueda's team at Gen Design in collaboration with Epic Games. The game is expected to be available on the Epic Games Store, PlayStation, and Xbox consoles. However, exact release dates and platform specifics have not been confirmed. Rusty Rabbit is an upcoming 2.5D side-scrolling action-adventure game developed by NitroPlus and published by NetEase. Set in a post-apocalyptic world where humanity has long since departed, Rusty Rabbit follows Stamp, an old and eccentric rabbit who pilots a mech known as Junkster. Stamp explores the ruins of a frozen Earth, uncovering information about his missing daughter and the hidden truths of their world. The game features smash and dash gameplay, allowing players to navigate maze-like ruins with speed and agility. Players can upgrade their mech using parts and materials collected from the environment, enhancing Stamp's abilities and progression. The game is set to release on April 17, 2025 for PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and Windows PC via Steam.
Leave it to me!
Hey, stop that, you idiot!
Cute little bunny. Not a chance.
The Witcher 4 is the upcoming installment in the acclaimed Witcher series, developed by CD Projekt Red. This game marks the beginning of a new trilogy, set after the events of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Unlike its predecessors, The Witcher 4 features Ciri, Geralt of Rivia's adoptive daughter, as the main protagonist. The game is being developed using Unreal Engine 5, marking a departure from the studio's proprietary Red Engine. This transition aims to leverage advanced graphics technology to deliver an immersive open-world experience. The narrative will focus on Ciri's journey, exploring her path to becoming a Witcher and the challenges she faces along the way. The developers intend to offer more narrative choices and enhance gameplay flexibility, including character builds and encounters. As of now, CD Projekt Red has not announced an official release date. However, industry estimates suggest a potential launch around 2026 or 2027. It is anticipated that it will be available on next-generation consoles such as PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Windows PC.
Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
A Witcher? Witcher! Whose coin did ye take? Nay, you can't. 'Tis tradition.
Chosen she is, by the gods!
No! You chose her. Back to the village. Go, now.
Nay! I must save them! Save the village!
Save yourself! Run! To shelter! To your father! Run!
She went to go to the woods. The chosen one. His tradition.
Oh no, no, no.
It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods.
And there you have it, folks. 15 upcoming games that are sure to be on every gamer's radar. Which one are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on more awesome gaming content. Until next time, stay awesome, and I'll catch you in the next one.